Hey there guys! So today's video is study with me. I've not done one of these yet and it's going to be a bit different because it's literally just going to be a compilation of random clips of me revising because apparently that's all I have time to do right now. So I just filmed this in my conservatory. Oh look, there I show you. I'm doing some biology chapter 3 revision. Anyone who does AS biology is probably with me in that there is a hell load of content that you have to learn. So here I'm just doing some flashcards, and because I get so bored just like sitting in my room all the time, I do tend to take my revision to new places, like just sitting in my conservatory. As you can probably tell as well, I am pretty conscious of my posture because I tend to have really rounded shoulders. So I keep like readjusting my posture. And because I'm hypermobile, I just like stretching, so I find myself randomly stretching at the same time as doing flashcards. So yay, get that in. What is that mess in the corner? Our conservatory is just like this tiny room that is just covered in mess and clothes and stuff, so enjoy that. So especially with biology, I love to do some flashcards and then straight after consolidate my learning with some chapter specific questions. So my teacher personally sends us loads of questions for each chapter in biology and they're so helpful to do, just to like check that I've actually taken in the information. And if you know me well, then you can probably guess what I'm about to do. In between my revision sessions, I tend to do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of yoga. So here I'm literally just stretching out my legs, stretching out my arms. And now, I think I'm just attempting a bit of crow pose. I have like the worst balance ever, but I like to try, so enjoy that. Oh yeah, and that sound of water is our tower garden, by the way. Oh, getting ready, getting ready. Oh, is she gonna do it? Hey, there's 1 second. Hopefully that didn't bore you to death. Done. And now we move on to the joys of maths. So here I was just marking a past paper that I've done. I swear I've done literally every past paper there was for C1 and I've almost done all the ones for C2. Practice is literally just the best thing. Oh, there's my highlighter. Classic orange. My C1 exam actually did not go well at all considering how much work I've put into it. So I am praying that C2 and stats go well. But yeah, I was just marking this, putting in any things I got wrong. I also tend to try and mark myself quite harshly, so then you make sure that you know what you need to work on. Update from the future, C2, what was that exam? That was so hard. I mean, like, I did it and it was okay, but yeah, if you did C2 as well, then I feel you. Second update from the future, stats was actually decent, so it kind of made up for the other ones. For English, I found it so important to reread my texts like the night before the exam, so here I'm just reading Gatsby for my prose exam. And then I was just going through the notes in my folder and I stumbled across this essay that we were given by my teacher, and this was recalled from a student from our school last year, and this one actually got like 24 out of 25 I think, or 4 marks or something, and it was such a good essay, so I find it really helpful to just read model essays over. And this just sums up English Lit A-level and a few facial expressions. Okay, so we are in the kitchen now because apparently this is also a house tour, and I was just looking up some YouTube videos on A-level chemistry. Oh yeah, a little tip if you didn't already know, I always play all the videos in like 1.25 speed or 1.5 or something because sometimes they can just speak a bit slow. So this was just revision for my inorganic exam. I was taking notes as I watched the video, and I think it was about periodicity, which is like chapter 8 or something. Despite the fact A-level chemistry is like the bane of my life, surprisingly that exam I actually found, dare I say it, okay. Whoa, what? Yeah, I think my revision really paid off. So yeah, I find it quite helpful to be making notes at the same time. Wait. So I find it quite helpful to make notes while watching videos. I really like eRentool. eRentool is the one for A-level chemistry. And this is also A-level chemistry revision. I was going through an inorganic past paper that I did and having a go at some of the questions that I got wrong, which was quite a lot of questions. God, I'm so messy in an exam situation, like what the hell. So before looking at the question, I would cover it up with anything. Apparently my stats textbook worked pretty well, and then just make corrections and stuff like that, learn from my mistakes, see if I actually could get it right this time. I forgot to turn Kelvin to degrees, but I got it, got the theory. Yes. In this practice paper, I got 0 marks for this because, you know, 6-mark questions in chemistry, love it. So what I did was I wrote out the mark scheme answer and I did it on a piece of paper, literally just a random scrap piece of paper. And I did like a little diagram for each one. And I sat there and I learned this, so if that comes up again, I'm ready. Going through past papers is so tedious, but so necessary, honestly. I've also made, for every mechanism of chemistry, I've made a poster. So I've got all these mechanisms which you have to learn. There's so many. But yeah, bam. And I practiced some of these earlier. On some scrap paper, I would literally just write out from memory some random mechanisms and go back and see if I got it right. Thank you guys so much for watching this kind of boring study with me video. Yeah, I obviously did more revision as well, but to be honest, when I'm filming myself, I just know that I can't concentrate as much, which is why I never do full day study with me kind of things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm wishing you luck with the rest of your exams. I've only got 1 more left. What? Yes. But yeah, yours are nearly over too, so just power on through. See you guys. Bye! P.S. I hope these clips give you some motivational summary vibes. And P.P.S. I need to invest in a microphone. This sound quality is rubbish.